everybody, welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. This is Bad Decisions. That's what we're doing. Hi, my name is Magic. I am playing an idiot goat man, called Sunshine, interestingly. And today I am here with my good friend and co-host.
Hello! And I'm also here with my good friend and co-host. They're amazing and wonderful, and I love them very much. I am KT. I know how to say my name. I am KT, and I am playing a certain little mischievous applied phlebotinum. God is easier for them to say. They like to say, "Hello, I'm just gravity with a shitty personality." Yeah. So, Magic, are you ready for some bad decisions?
Yes! I am ready for all of my bad decisions. Let me pull out my list.
I love that you have a fucking list, and I know that is not a joke. I know you have a list.
Listen, it helps me organize.
No. I totally, dude. Like, same. But I just think it's very seeker / sunshine. Like, oh, hello, I have a list.
Yeah.
Like, here's my
would
bad
be
decision
him.
bucket list. Let me pull it out. It just rolls it out. It keeps rolling across the ground. Anyway.
Oh, don't mind number 37. I think I was drunk when I wrote that one.
Oh, I love number 37. I think we should definitely do that one. That Corey should definitely be there. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Where is Sunshine at the moment?
Sunshine is, he is staying in Haku. Haku? I think that's how
Hitoyama.
it's pronounced.
I think.
Hitoyama!
Yeah, Haku is the ghost place. So we are in Hitoyama in the hot springs of Yukido.
Hitoyama. I do a circle around it.
How I remember it is the short one. The short name Haku is the scary place, and the long name is the normal place.
Okay, I'm the best at names. Trust
me. The
me.
only reason I know this is because it has to do with Mira and Ilor, and that's the only reason.
I do a nod, but also I am just straight up terrible at names.
Oh, I am
anyway.
too. I handshake you. I forget my own best friend's names constantly, and I'm like, you with the face, and they're like, my name is blank, and I'm like, right, you. I've known you for 5 years. I'm so sorry.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, Sunshine is hanging out in this place. What are they doing in the kitchen, in the hot springs? Doing interesting adult activities such as drinking.
I think he would be like hanging out in the hot springs. Maybe like, it's either. Actually, you know what? I think it would be interesting if he was in the shrine area.
Yeah, what's he doing in the shrine area?
This shrine, like, isn't for his gods, but he doesn't think they would mind if he used the space, to give quick prayers, because he probably needs to do that. A story, like, one of the chapters of a story just kind of closed out, with a cliffhanger. He knows this.
And for those of you who don't know the shrine, this is taking place after the events of the last Into Silence game and a few other little FPSs in between with Coriolis and Sunshine, Dreamscape stuff. But the shrine is like an apple tree and a cherry blossom tree intertwined together. It is very pretty.
Yeah. There's a neatly little carved statue that has been like placed in front of it. A neatly carved statue that has been placed in front of it that does depict the two gods, Tape and Greenlight, and he's just kind of silently praying. He does spare a few thoughts for whatever. I don't remember off the top of my head what god of this place is that he knows because he rolled high on it.
I think it was the god of this place is I don't remember what Mira said. I know, but don't worry, you know. And if you remember anything, I can give it to you because those gods are also bad gods for other things that I know about. So we're good.
I don't remember all of the details, but he was able to recognize the symbol on the walls.
An old, it's an older religion that probably isn't as well known, that has a pantheon of 3 that was the Lord, the Lady, and the Harbinger / Herald.
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that now.
You're
Probably
welcome.
spares a few thoughts to
Mm-hmm.
just thank them, give them a bit of honor.
Yes.
Um, because like this is their home. They should not be disrespected in their own home. This is a very lovely place.
Yeah, we'll
Uh,
disrespect them outside of their home.
no,
I'm teasing. I'm sorry.
it's a very lovely place, and thank you for protection. Those sort of things. Um, and uh, before he does prayers for Tape and Greenlight, doing a small thanks for Greenlight for the story, praying mostly to Tape, like recalling what the story is basically in his mind, to Tape, because that is technically his job.
It is his job. Roll perception.
I'm not going to beat that.
Just try.
I am not going to beat that.
Yeah. I just wanted to
I
know
have a
how
negative
badly
one.
you failed. Anyway.
Man, he's really praying.
Yeah. Are his eyes closed or anything? Or what is he still
Probably.
wearing? Is he wearing the dress from Coriolis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Adorable. I love it so much.
The dress, by the way, is just one of their shirts. That he is wearing like a dress. He is wearing it like a different sort of dress than Seeker does.
Yes. I love
he
it.
he has it so like the collar, instead of like being around his own like sort of collar line, is instead around his chest like a fucking
It's
like a
sleeveless.
fucking strapless dress.
Yeah. Sleeveless and strapless. It's great. It
Yep.
has a bow at the back for the sleeves.
Yeah.
Anyway, you are in deep prayer, having a reverent moment, and all of a sudden in front of you, you hear, "You're not Seeker."
I think whoever says that, does
And it's
there's
right in
kind of
front of you.
an eyebrow raise, and he opens his eyes from behind his sunglasses.
And you see a little Hihu god kind of floating upside down in front of you with their legs crossed.
Oh, hello there.
You don't know they're a god. Sorry. You see somebody floating in front of you, smiling mischievously at you.
Oh, hello there. No, I suppose I am not Seeker.
Who are you?
Well, you can call me what Seeker once was, per se.
Oh, Sunshine?
Oh yes, Sunshine. That'll do. And he holds out his hand.
They take it and shake it, and
no, you don't get handshaken.
Oh,
You
I'm
get
so
pulled
bad.
into a head bunk.
Oh, they head bonk you back, and I get to roll for you get to roll for con.
My hubris.
Yes, you're fucking hubris. They know this tradition. I guess, do I roll for strength?
I'm going to roll a con.
Yep.
I get to roll with a positive modifier because he's not wearing the horseshoes. That's still a 10.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna see, because this is a slightly more normal stat for them. Yeah, it's still a dirty 20. You get like almost comedic. You're not a toon, but your head still rings like a toon. And that's weird, and it felt really weird.
You've got quite a head on you.
Oh yes, thank you for noticing. And they write themselves up, and they even like cartoonishly take off their head and juggle it before they put it back on. This is a toon of some sort. And you can roll religion if you would like. Because Sunshine might have suspicions.
That is +6. +6. Why? Why have my rolls been terrible?
Roll for history.
Okay.
Like, see if you remember anything.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you have no idea who the fuck this is, but they kind of tilt their head and be like, You really don't remember me, don't you?
No, I find my mind's been a bit scrambled.
And they get
Hard to
really
remember all the
close.
details.
They get so
Hard to
close to
remember
you.
all the details when it feels like you haven't been living this life, you know?
They get so close that your noses boop.
Oh, hello there.
Try again. And roll again for religion. Still fuzzy, but they're a divine thing of some sort.
I think he stares for a moment and just goes, "Oh, apologies." Takes a step back, sort of does a nice little bow.
Don't do
And
that.
all right then. He
Oh man.
stops bowing.
I miss this version of you a little bit. Not going to lie.
Huh.
Alright, goes.
Well,
Uh,
well, I'm not. Well, unfortunately, I'm not planning to be around for long.
hmm. Well,
Those
and
mem-
they get a long, over pointed grin on their face. And they uh, set their feet back on the ground and kind of. And you notice that Seeker's 5'4", right?
Mhm.
They're the same height as you. And as they get closer,
They-
they look, tilt their head, and decide to be shorter. And they make themselves 2 inches shorter than Seeker.
You know, I don't know whether to feel delighted or offended.
Oh, sometimes I just like being little and mischievous.
This is fair, but also I've been surrounded by tall people this entire time, and it's
I
terrible.
mean, I can be tall if you want to, and they suddenly grow
No, do not.
to like a foot taller than you.
God damn it.
Oh, I'm just teasing you. And they actually go back to like 5 foot instead.
Okay.
But if you're only here for a little bit of time, and they kind of circle around you with their arms behind their back, kind of skipping every once in a while, well, maybe we should have a little bit of fun.
uh, you can even like behind the sunglasses. You can. He gets his signature knife cat face.
Oh, look
And
at
you can
that smile.
and like his eyes sort of sparkle. He's just like, oh yes, of course. You don't have to ask me again.
Oh, fantastic. Here, let me give you a little bit of a hint of who I am. Do you remember applied phlebotinum? Maybe Phlo? And roll religion with advantage.
Don't
Because they
dice
do look a little
parser,
different from the last time you saw them.
dice parser. Don't screw me. Okay, thank you, thank you, dice parser.
You remember meeting this guy before, and again, it doesn't feel like you lived it, but you were with Coriolis and somebody else in an interesting situation, Kanade, and some mouse and some tall kid. You don't really remember. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, they look a little different. But yeah, you know Phlo. They're the god that makes shit happen.
Oh, you were the one in the rafters.
Oh yes, you do remember. And they boop your nose.
He makes a little ah sound,
Adorable.
like you've affronted him.
Oh, just get used to it, little one. You right?
Rude.
Jolovic, let's go. Mm. What
Oh,
would
what?
you like to do, Koza?
Uh, I think I think you say that, and he kind of like vibrates for a second. Well, first of all, I need to get this idiot's life together before he gets back and
Oh,
ruins it again.
yes, I would love for you to do that. I definitely agree that he's a little bit of an idiot. Also, he's usually nervous around me, and so the fact that you're not is fan-fucking-tastic.
Huh,
I
that's
have
strange.
missed watching your stories. I did avoid the ocean for a while, so, Oh, wait, you don't know what that means, do you? Well, you'll remember.
Sure hope I do. Because
Mm,
otherwise, I think the rest of this is going to be very, very awkward.
they actually, from what you know of this god, because you remember legends and whatnot of them just being this chaotic god of, like, even in Einquell, you know that they, like, and their domain is the rule of funny and shit like that, but they also, like, make equal chaotic shit and good shit and whatever happened, usually tropes and all that kind of he who applied Phlebotinum and make shit happen things. But you're not used to them looking concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And you can roll insight. It's a low DC.
Mm-hmm. Watch me scuff it.
Yeah, you're not sure, but I think it's mainly out of confusion that you're not sure, and not that you're not seeing it. Because what the fuck, you know that this god doesn't have classical emotions, in at least their lore, and so why the fuck are they looking like this?
That's a nat 1, by the way, for the audience.
Yeah, I'm having you fail up. So you're mainly just confused, because what you know of this deity does not match up with what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm. It's probably fine.
Well, little Trollovic, I hope that you don't regret remembering. But enough with that serious, language is hard, especially common. Serious shit. Alright, and they kind of float up again, and float around you, and go, so, what's your first bad decision? Let's, you know what, I'm not going to lie. This is partly to mess with Coriolis. You know your little half-giant friend, right?
I think Sunshine does grin. Oh, you mean the one I'm rom-commed with right now? Yes,
I do. Also, have you been told not to give back the coat?
I
Benjamin
have been told not to give back the coat.
Good, never give back the coat.
No, it's my coat now.
It is your coat. Never
It
give
is my
it back.
coat.
They kind of hold your cheeks and squish your face.
Ah!
You're going to have to get used to this kid.
Treachery!
Treachery? No, I'm just the god who invades personal space. Also, first bad decision. How tall do you wish to be? Not permanently, just for today. Just for a little bit. Like, 5 minutes.
I think his eyes kind of like do a sparkle.
Little treat. I can't permanently change your design. The plot would not like that. 10 foot?
10 foot. Yes.
Oh, well, let's get somewhere a little where you're not going to crash a poor god's shrine. And they snap their fingers. And
wait, hold on. And he quickly picks up the little shrine of tape and green light to put in his bag. Nice and safe and sound.
And the god snaps their fingers, and you're in the middle of just what looks like almost the Windows screen, like classic screen field. And they're like, okay, just for a little bit, you get to be 10 feet. And they snap their fingers again. And you just feel yourself get very tall, proportionally so.
I think he like stands and he looks down. He looks around and he just starts cackling.
Yes, and you hear a little shoulder flow as they just kind of pop onto your shoulder and cross their legs and look very pleased with themselves. Just like, how's the view?
Oh, the view is amazing! I can see everything!
Depending on how your gods feel about it, I could give you a couple inches, but that really depends on how they feel.
I think you would be more... What? I'm Magic. I'm trying to think of the word.
We don't have
I think it would fuck up the plot a bit too much.
That's what I was saying. I mean, they are a little bit of a relative of mine. I don't wish to mess with their plot bunnies. I think it would just make them pout and sad, and it's so sad to see them sad. Oh, poor little Lottie. And they get like a really affectionate, like, pouty face on them as they chin hands and look at you like, oh, don't mess with the plot too much.
I won't. I'll try not to. But
you can have like also, they look at a watch that suddenly manifests in their hand. You got like 2 more minutes of this.
Oh shit!
Well, I can make it a little bit longer. I can stretch it out to like 3. But what do you want to do really quick? And they kind of float off of your shoulder.
I want to jump on shit.
You want to jump on shit? Okay.
Yes.
They like snap their fingers, and a bunch of little things that you can step on manifest like rocks and shit.
Yeah, he's doing parkour. Instantly.
You're having a good time.
Having a good time. he's doing those fancy flips, on all of the objects. If there's a tree in the area, definitely climbs it with ease with like just a mad cackle.
You jump and you think you're gonna miss something, and all of a sudden like a tree manifests so that you can like do some cool parkour shit off of that.
Yes.
And Phlo is just cackling.
He can put on a hell of a show. Also, I just realized I have the wrong sheet pulled up.
That is totally okay. Yeah, get the right sheet.
Yeah, I have the right sheet. It was literally right next to each other. But
what was the other sheet you had up?
I have a level 6 sheet because I had to do games before into Silence.
Got you. So this is the leveled up now one. Got you.
Yeah. So I just had 2 separate sheets. But I think like he ends with like a very complex flip and just kind of like sticks the landing, and he's short again. Yes. Unfortunately.
And Phlo gives you a round of applause, and there's multiple Phlos surrounding you, giving you an entire standing ovation, just like, woo! Yeah! Get the człowiek! Koza!
He bows, like dramatically, takes one of the flowers out of his hair and like throws it into the crowd.
You get like roses thrown at you at your feet.
He takes them. They're his now.
Yes, they are. You are suddenly handed a bouquet. Like, we would like to give this award to Sunshine, the wonderful Koza.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I never thought this day would ever come in my life.
That's because before you were boarding. And they just kind of cackle with you.
And he takes the bouquet and does another bow.
You weren't that boring, you just had wonderful reactions, but this is very fun. It's been a while since I've had somebody to play with.
Oh, I live to entertain.
I noticed. You're fantastic at it. And they snap their fingers, and all of a sudden all the Phlos kind of come back on them, and it's just this one Phlo again. So, and they kind of reset the field. Now for the real shit. What would you like to do?
Okay, I might have a list for this. Let me go find it in my bag. Nope, that's a box of cereal. Why do I have that in there?
I don't know, it's always good to have snacks for the road. You've always been one to have weird snacks and shit on you.
Oh, yeah, I've found myself that I don't have as much snacks anymore, and that is terrible and awful.
Yes, you need to eat better.
I need to eat better.
Yeah. You don't even dance as much anymore. It's sad.
Oh, that's disgusting. Gross. He says it with like a kind of scrunched up face. I am going to have he needs to fix his diet plan, because his diet plan sucks.
I don't really know how to fix that for you once you get your memories back, but we'll see
I don't
what we
know
can
either.
do. I mean, I can always revisit you.
I mean, what if I just shoved so much food in his bag he'd never have an excuse not to eat?
I mean, I can do that for you.
Could you?
I mean, I can if you really want.
You can feel like the eyes emoji.
It would have to be under the rule of funny and gags, though, so I don't know if it would work in emergency situations, but it would at least work for what you would probably need.
Alright. I know this bag of holding means wait a minute. Wait. He pulls out in his bag, he pulls out another bag. Technically, this, and he holds up the smaller bag that was in his larger bag, is a bag of holding I've been given by my friend Amber. However,
how did that shit not explode?
Oh, this is just a regular bag. He shakes like the bag.
I can turn that into one of those bag of holding shit things. But I could also just expand your inventory to be like, you can, as long as it is food, it is limitless. But it again would have to be within the realms of gags.
Well, I was thinking, if he was ever hungry but ignoring it for some reason, you could enchant one of these things. So I'd have to roll its A fumble? Was it?
Oh, you want me to make a fumble chart bag for you?
Yes.
Oh no, I can do that. And they grab your hands for the bag.
Uh, he hands over Amber's bag of holding. But do keep it light. The bag does mean a rather lot to us, I think.
Oh, don't worry. I mean, I'm not going to change the appearance of the bag, just what it does.
Hmm.
No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, it's a
He
lovely bag.
he does a nod.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let's see here. And they kind of turn it over, and they kind of like open it and see if there's anything inside, and I don't think there is. And
Nope.
yeah, they kind of inspect it, and they reach their hand in, and then they reach in more of themselves, and all of a sudden somehow they're like inside the bag and it's still floating, and you hear like echo and like building sounds. Somehow like a chainsaw. You don't know what that's about. Hammers, nails, uh, somehow other voices.
What I'm imagining is like this. There's this floating bag, and like you know how like someone's like comically leaned over something, and like
Yes.
half their torso is in it. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah. You just see. You have to duck out of the way as like random things are thrown out of it, like a boot. You don't know what that's
I don't.
about.
I don't even wear shoes. Where did that come from?
I don't know. That's the joke. You
You
hear
know
echo.
what? That's fair.
And all of a sudden they pop their head out and be like, they have like a hard hat on and a clipboard, and they're like, okay, so it looks like it doesn't violate those regulations, so we should be clear to go. And they hop out.
God.
And they kind of hand it over to you, and they're like, okay, I put a little bit of snacks in there. The fumble chart. They look up and like turn to the camera. Somebody else will decide that for you. And they hand it. They hand it back to you.
Okay, so I'm imagining this working. Like, he can pull out his regular items just fine, but if he's deliberately ignoring, like, his need to fucking eat on a certain situation, he just pulls out food instead of whatever he wants.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. And they just
so
kind
it
of hand the
basically
bag.
forces him to eat
Yes, it
because he
does.
can't pull out anything else.
And they kind of look at the bag and they're like, you should be able to wear this on your other hip, kind of matching the one that you have now. So you just have like two big fucking pockets.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. And he puts this new bag on the other side, and it just has two bags.
Now here's two bags. Portable fumble chart of yeah. And this guy just kind of floats again and does a little wiggle. Okay, that one is done. And they kind of furl out a list, and they're like, it has that on it, and it gets crossed out in front of you, and they're like, what else would you like to add to this thing? I look at this. Depending on how much time that they have, it's like an hour or two that we have left. It depends.
Oh, right.
Just meta joke.
You do have to be careful of the runtime.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, they point upwards. I don't know. Hopefully, Greenlight doesn't get mad at me for this shit.
It'll probably be fine.
It'll probably be fine. There's only so much they can do about applied phlebotinum, right?
Seeker, Sunshine kind of like waves his hand, like it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Or may the wrath of the gods strike me dead, but they can't. I already messed that shit up, so we're fine.
I should get a haircut. I was thinking about getting a tattoo.
When you say tattoo, they literally like light up and sparkle and almost look like a chibi version of themselves, and they're just like, that would be fucking amazing. I have some fantastic ideas basically to say fuck you to Seeker.
You deserve it.
Oh yes, he totally does. He's not taking care of himself. Like, I understand trauma, but like, write your fucking mother.
Oh, I am still pissed at him about that.
Right? Like, your mother is great. We'd have tea.
My mother is amazing.
Yes, she is.
You have tea with my mother?
Don't worry about it. The drink and the gossip.
He looks very surprised.
Don't, shh. And they kind of put their finger against your lips. Secret does not need to know this, okay? But, didn't you think it was a little bit interesting that I know so much about your specific life when I am a god that doesn't really pay attention to that shit? And they removed their finger.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. No, Seeker cannot know this. Oh,
Yes, but if they remember, it'll be really funny, won't it?
it will. It will be really funny. All
You
right, all
just
right.
hear like cackling, like yes, this will be fantastic.
Yes.
Hopefully your mother forgives me, but I think they'll understand.
Probably. My mother's very sweet.
Oh yes, like cotton candy. They like to call me Little Cotton Candy Man. I think it's very funny.
God. Seeker. Sunshine? Sunshine. Nods. Like, God. I wiggle. Uh, but yes, Tattoo, I may have something in mind. If
Oh,
we
fantastic.
do want to piss him off.
Oh no, we should. What are you talking about? That's what this entire plotline is for. Let's be honest here. Like, this is karma. Also, I look at Coriolis. Can you imagine how pissed they're going to be? Like, they said we were friends. I want to test that shit because I'm toxic as fuck. Not really, but let's find out.
Oh, I don't. Uh,
They keep saying I
wait.
think about the worst in myself. They might be right, but I don't want to think about fucking emotions at the moment. So
Honestly, let me put on a little something. That was kind of what I remember.
they kind
It's
of
very
manifest
fuzzy.
like a chair and like a little tea table and start pouring tea. And the teapot kind of pours it for you as well. And you kind of get floated over like a clipboard with a pen. Like, you can fucking make a list if you have it.
Uh, it's it's not a list. I'm pretty sure. Coriolis is exactly like a golden retriever.
Oh, yes, no, totally. When we switched bodies, they were like a little puppy.
I don't. I honestly don't think they can get mad at you. Just very, very sad.
Oh, yes, no, puppy dog eyes and everything. And did Sunshine notice the switched bodies part?
Uh, I mean, if they didn't before, they do now. Wait, you switched bodies?
Yes, it was this whole thing. Probably, ugh. Did you know gods apparently aren't immune to, well, I already know this. I'm more like gravity with a shitty personality. Meaning, yes, God, but also natural force of the universe or whatever. Meaning I am not immune to applied phlebotinum, which sucks. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just very good at navigating it. This time I fucked up and, the shit happened.
Ah, I
That's
see.
why they gesture at the new green streak in their hair, which you don't remember them having before, and the one slightly off-colored eye. This is left over from that.
I think. Man, I wiggle. Huh. Is it is it made of seaweed or is it just
I
green?
think it's just green. I don't think it's not like leafy. My hair's pretty fluffy. I mean, it might as well actually be cotton candy. And they actually reach up and pull off a chunk, and like that's just a gag. It's not really, and it just poofs away.
uh, Sunshine kind of does a shrug. I don't know. I mean, could be that has made out of seaweed.
Oh no, definitely. Half of it is. But yes, they chin hands. While you are sane enough to know that you're in a rom-com shit, what would you like to
Mm-hmm.
do? I don't know if Coriolis likes anything specific aside from you in general, so
Mm.
let's be honest, they're probably denying a bunch of shit. It doesn't really matter. Let's do some shit.
Uh, I kind of want to do mess with it a little bit.
Oh,
Um,
please do. I
I
mean,
I
they
do
gesture
feel
at their
slightly
entire
bad
self.
because they have told me they're asexual, but I still want to mess around with them.
Oh, I mean, let's be honest, sexuality can be updated depending on how they feel. So, like, they can totally be asexual, but they can also be stupid.
mm, let's
I
see.
say that affectionately. I love them very much. But, like, for my own self, it took me a while to realize that, oh, I just don't give a fuck about that at all. And I'm a god.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Someone had to explain it to me when I was younger.
Was it your mother or one of those giants?
Um, it. I think I understood like the base level of it, but I didn't really get it, like the whole gender thing. for a
No, that's
while.
confusing. Like, I don't have a gender. Just call me whatever you like. Some people go with they, he. I don't mind she. Like, I can be your, like, gal pal, whatever. I don't really care. But, like, yeah, no, gender's just confusing.
Gender is confusing. Gives a nod. But speaking of gender, outfits.
Oh, yes, definitely. And they, like,
I need an outfit change.
yeah.
Outside of this shirt, which I'm pretty sure is theirs. It's
Oh,
actually really
yes, no,
comfy.
definitely is there. Theirs, definitely is theirs.
Kind of like does a little cat face. But I was thinking about something more officially fancy. Maybe fancy is the wrong word. But he kind of like stretches a little bit. My usual clothes aren't exactly what I call top notch.
Oh, no, yeah, I don't, well, they kind of put out their hand and do the sideways motion, like, eh. I kind of know what happened then, but not exactly. But you became a lot more low key.
Hmm. Uh, I always knew I had a dislike of shirts, but
Yeah, the
really?
whole poncho thing, yeah.
Yeah, the whole poncho thing. Absolutely terrible. Was thinking about getting a corset though.
Oh, yes, definitely. Let's do that shit. You would look fabulous in a corset. And they just kind
Oh,
of
I
like
would look
lean back
amazing.
and kind of like put out their hand and do that ding.
The ding?
Yeah, you know when you like put your hand out like girlfriend.
No. No, I don't. Don't know what that is. Is it like a finger gun? Or
No, it's like a. He opens up Procreate. Let me really quickly. it's like it's shit. It's like I know gesture drawings. This is fine. Taylor Phlo, Taylor Phlo. It's like they like kind of lean back and arm up, like do, and then like their hand goes out there and it goes ding, like little hand, like a screenshot this.
I didn't understand a single word of that.
I don't. These are my descriptions. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
like ding.
Alright, I just stretched a little bit.
I DM'd it to you.
Oh! Oh! Oh, that hand!
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to call that. Just ding.
You know, are they, anyway.
The gay hand.
The gay hand, yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy. The fuck were we talking about again?
Outfits. And how fabulous you would look in a corset.
Yes.
Yeah, sunshine.
Sunshine does do like a grand. Yeah, my outfit choice has been extremely limited.
Oh,
and
also very underplayed. Let's be honest. You always wear the same thing. No wonder people think you're a Toon.
He kind of like groans.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a thoughtful gift, but like.
What is a thoughtful gift? I think I missed something.
The outfit I was given.
The
it was
shirt?
a gift.
I mean, it was a gift, but there was also a slight misunderstanding.
No, the poncho and the gloves.
Oh, really? I don't know who you got that from.
He kind of pauses and like.
Oh, wait, I don't know if you would remember.
It's really fuzzy. Like.
Yeah, don't worry. I think that plot will resolve itself. Don't worry.
Alright.
And if not, we'll work on it.
I sure hope so. I'd like to know information, because information is good. And knowing is half the battle.
Oh, I do know that with your ribbons, I don't know. Actually, that might be a story for another time. But let's get you that outfit. How about that? Anything else that you would like to discuss beforehand, or should we just go over this shit?
I might need proper priest uniforms. I don't think I have any in here outside of my normal outfit.
Well, Yeah, no, we definitely got to fix that. I don't know how Greenlight and tape have. What the fuck? Hmm. They
he
just
does
kind of.
he does a shrug. He does a shrug. He doesn't know either.
What is Greenlight up to that they approved this? Okay, let's see. And then they kind of stand up and brush themselves off, and all of a sudden you're standing again as they snap their fingers and everything disappears, and it's just the field again. And they're like, let's see. Okay, so you need some outfits. Let's go. There's always casual, fancy, and then like there's like formal, casual, and adventure gear. And then you need some
Should we
priest
get
outfits. And
should we
then
get tattoo and haircut first so we can more match them better with the
oh,
outfits?
yes, that sounds fantastic. Do you want the haircut first and then the tattoo? Because the tattoo's gonna take a little bit of time.
Probably the haircut first.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Well, are you ready for this suit? Also, would you like a slightly different outfit as we do this, or do you want to stay in the half giant's dress?
No, I kind of like the half
Well,
giant shirt.
let's be honest. They have really good taste for texture. It's
They do have good taste for texture. Have you felt this?
yeah, no, it's
he
literally
like
felt. It's not actually.
he
felt,
holds
but-
out he holds out like this sleeve that's tied behind his back for like Phlo to feel.
Phlo feels and he's like, now it's felt.
uh, that is like a canon laugh. Oh, yes. Some nice quality flannel, all things considered.
Yes, no, fantastic. Like, definitely. And they snap their
Actually,
fingers.
Phlo,
Oh, yeah?
I just remembered something.
Oh. And they kind of chin hands and float and kick their feet up in the air.
You know what would really mess with them?
Yes.
If somehow you did a
Mhm.
Ruko machine to
I
get
did the
them a
what?
proper bed.
I did the what? Say that
You did-
again.
The Rue Goldberg machine.
The Rube Goldberg machine to get them a proper bed. Is
Yes.
that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. How would you propose that? Like, I can set certain things in motion. That's usually what I do. But do I have it, like, drop into the fucking ship? Or, like, do I just have it, like, hit the half giant in the head? Like, what do you want here? I could have you ride down it like a surfboard. Like, well, what are we talking about here?
Oh, I don't know. This will probably have to be something to discuss later.
Oh, yes. No, but we can lay the groundwork now.
I can literally not grasp all the details.
Okay, we'll talk off screen.
We'll talk off screen. God. Sorry, that's like one of the first things that came to mind, and I'm just like, oh, I do not have spoons to set this up.
Yeah, no, you're fine. This is why we can do metacags.
Ah, shit.
I have a plot god. Anyway.
Yes! Medic eggs! With a
Also-
character who has semi-meta knowledge!
Yes.
Yeah!
I hand you this gift.
Yeah! God. Real quick mention, I remember to like the first game I played with Oatmeal, and like I did a thing where I did like a meta mention, and apparently Professor went just like, oh fuck, is that what I sound like?
Because does the professor know about meta?
No, but that's how like apparently that's how the inspiration acts sometimes during episodes of like, yes, of course this is a plot point that'll happen because it fits the trope.
Oh, and
Apparently.
that kind of confusing shit sounds like the professor.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. I love that. Anyway, Flo kind of thinks for a second and then goes, "Are you ready?"
Oh, yes, I'm
Hmm.
ready.
Fantastic. Also, we should do something about those fucking horseshoes. Like, what the fuck?
I think they help me like dance better.
I think they do, but like, we should address that again, maybe off screen.
Maybe off screen. Maybe turn them into. He kind of like does a like a shiver, like he's thinking of something
Like,
terrible.
not fucking iron.
Shoes.
Shoes. Yeah, no, okay, again, off screen, we'll figure it out. And
We'll figure it out.
they snap their fingers, and suddenly you are in what looks like a hair salon.
Ooh, nice place.
And you look around and you don't see Flo, and then all of a sudden you see somebody in completely electric blue hair with a streak of blonde and green instead, with their hair kind of half buzzed or whatever. And it's just Flo in a different redesign, looking like the hairdresser.
Oh, hello, Phlo.
Oh, hello, darling. It's been a while since you stopped in, and they kind of spin you around in the chair, and
It's been like 3 seconds.
oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, and they just smile,
He smiles back. Um,
and they kind of like put their hands on your shoulders and like lean off to the side so that you can both be seen in the mirror, and they're like, "What are we thinking?" Hmm?
hold on. And Seeker kind of like holds his hands together. And I'm going to use something that I haven't been able to use yet for Seeker. Um, and he kind of like holds his cupped hands up to you and casts prestidigitation to create like a small little illusion of like a floating head. That has the hairstyle on it.
Here's a gag for you. They kind of take it and they like put their fingers onto their chin, you know, like in that kind of pointed way, and like turn it like you would a 3D model on a screen. Like, let's see here. And they kind of rotate it and they're like, no, I can do that. Any color or highlights or anything? Or are we just going for the style change?
I kind of like my natural shade.
I mean, it's lovely. I just want to double check.
Makes me look older. He kind of like
Do you
ruffles.
want to look older?
No.
Yeah, no, I was like thinking about that. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. And they kind of snap and your flowers disappear. And they're like, we don't want to mess those up. I'll put them back later.
All right, good.
And they just kind of they they kind of
Me living out my fantasy of getting a haircut.
here,
Anyway.
here. Let me paint you a word picture. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
they spin you around again, and you're at like one of those sinks, and they kind of like dip your head in the water and start like washing your hair, and they're like, "Okay, what's the gossip?"
Oh, gossip. Oh, what
Like
do you want
what stories have you
first?
been hearing about lately? What would you like to tell a god of applied phlebotinum? Oh, you can ask me some shit. There's
Well-
like comical bubbles like floating off if they like wash your hair and get it ready.
Well, I'm pretty sure I left the last story I was on, the one that I lost my memories during. Well, that little chapter kind of left on a cliffhanger. We were doing some downtime episode stuff, and then suddenly, out of fucking nowhere, like a plot point happened. It was like I didn't even realize it was happening at first. But
Oh, it's a multi-parter. Interesting, interesting.
oh yes, definitely interesting. But basically, there's I don't know if you've seen him. There's this kid named Sammy.
Oh, actually, roll insight.
Okay.
This is a lower DC. Phlo hasn't figured out emotions quite yet, so they're easier to read than they would like.
13.
13. You see a twinge of some other emotion, and you're like, is that? Do they even know what that is that they're feeling? And
Yeah,
they
right
go,
up there.
oh, they kind of dunk your head under for a second and then bring you back up. No, oh dear. No, I'm fine. Go on.
That water is so pretty. You think?
No, that's one of my many
gosh,
middle
you-
names. You're welcome. Yeah. No, I know Sammy. And they just seem a little nervous and they're like, go on.
Why are you nervous?
Look, there's certain plot shit I can't talk about at the moment. And they look away.
God, wait. Actually, I have to roll a wisdom. Because I just realized something.
Oh, fantastic. Go for it.
Oh,
Oh, the water shit.
do you want to roll an insight?
Yeah. It was comedic, so the gag might help, but yeah.
I'll make it a little bit lighter, but do you want to roll an insight?
I look at my insight. I think we're good. I mean, I rolled it. I mean, I do get to roll stupid high.
What
so
is your insight? Just tell me.
Let's find out. I need to let me. Let's see. Insight is it is a little lower than some of my other things, but it's still a. Actually, it's not lower. It's pretty fucking high. Are you ready for this?
Come fucking destroy me. Oh, joys.
Yeah.
36.
Yeah, plus 33. Don't worry. I look at some of my others. Like, they only have a plus 12 to history, and this is a god.
for some reason, like,
Mm-hmm.
after even if he was like playfully complaining, he does look incredibly put on edge from being dunked underwater.
Oh shit, you still have that trauma without realizing it. I'm sorry.
I have what now?
Don't worry, you have trauma related to water.
Oh damn. Um,
Yeah, no, one of those fun little things you're going to remember later. I'm sorry for the dunk. I thought it wouldn't matter as, first off, gag. Second off, I thought you fucking forgot all that shit, but apparently your body fucking remembers.
oh, horrible.
Oh
Um,
yes, horrible indeed. Um, let's just say
he
plot shit is happening, and thus, also plot shit happened to me, and they look uncomfortable, where I'm dealing with some shit, but, we'll get on that later. Let's talk about you.
uh God, he's been with that fucking four. Like he did not like that sensation. This sensation is terrible and awful.
Which sensation? The dunking water trauma sensation?
Yep, that sensation.
Uh, Phlo kind of senses this, and they snap their fingers and they start blow drying your hair, and they're like, "Let's fix this." And all of a sudden, like, what's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Um, ooh, ooh,
Well,
what is his
sunshine's
favorite?
obviously. Do
His
you need help? I
favorite
know. I actually know a lot of.
or
I don't drink, but I know about alcohol. If you need help.
do you want me to dip this into angst territory?
Oh yeah,
This is
totally. If you would like to, like, we can have he who and angst at the same time.
um
Hmm.
okay. Does Flo ask what his favorite drink is?
Flo's just like, well, I feel like insight. Would they be able to tell when they mention alcohol?
Uh, hmm.
Maybe
I'm
not.
going to say there is one drink that he
Hmm.
apparently did really want to try. A certain drink called shark bait.
Shark bait.
Shark bait. Um,
Uh, how bad
it's
is
it's
this
a
gonna
custom
go?
drink. It's going to go pretty bad.
Okay, I feel like Flo is just like, no. And instead they do a very wonderful white wine instead. And they're like, here, drink this, you'll feel a little better. How about that?
Oh, all right. Um, and he takes it. Um,
Does he drink it?
and he presses the glass to his lips and just kind of like stares at it. Stares at it.
Oh, you're having drink trauma. Here, they kind of manifest in front of you, like another one of them, and take a sip. And they're like, oh no, I'm dying. No, I'm not here.
Uh, all right. And he takes it. And he takes does hesitate a moment, but he does take a little sip.
You
Uh,
feel better.
mhm.
As I look at God shit, this can help with psychological damage.
I cry slightly. Um, but but uh, illegal.
Yeah, they're kind of blow drying your hair as you drink, and it just they put the hair dry away, and it's the moment pause before it goes poof, floof.
It's comical how floofy it is.
It's like
Like,
covering your eyes.
yeah, it's floofy. It's tangled. It's a mess.
You have no idea, but somehow like your goat hoo fluff or whatever is also fluffy.
Mhm. Everything is very very fluffy.
Hmm. And they kind of start trimming at your hair, and they're like, "Okay, so you want the dreads in the back, and you want the fluff in the front. Anything else?" As they start trimming at your hair, and it kind of goes back to normal as soon as like the frame went to Flow, and then back to you.
Mhm. Hmm. Oh, I don't know. Um, and kind of like swirls his glass, sort of artfully.
Yeah, and you don't see this, but like for the viewers, Flo looks concerned because they didn't mean to cause the trauma. And they're trying to make up for it.
Mm. Honestly, this is nice as it is. Don't know the last time I've got a proper haircut.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I can tell. He kind of twirls his glass again. I mean, it's not as long as it used to be, but it's definitely less maintained.
Yeah, he's you know how they say, what is the saying in common? Um, I don't remember something like to call like I don't even remember. But basically, you got trauma that you're dealing with, and because of that, the PTSD shit or whatever is affecting you. I am really worried about when you remember shit. And again, you realize this guy's emoting. That's weird for them.
Are you sure you're alright? Do you need some of this magic potion as well? He
Well,
says magic potion,
it is a
very
little bit of a.
sarcastically.
It is actually a little bit of a magic potion, if you must know, but this is only to make you feel better.
Huh, cool.
Yeah, I mean, it technically took psychological damage when I do the water thing, so that will heal it up. Okay.
I mean, and he kind of like holds out the glass to give to Phlo.
It doesn't necessarily work on me.
I mean, it still probably make you feel better.
Not quite. This is something different. Let's just say, I mean, you saw the leftovers from Coriolis. There was other leftovers.
Oh,
Do,
that's interesting.
do you want to roll insight or religion?
I'd like to roll a religion because it's better than my
Yeah,
insight.
religion, and you can do advantage because they basically gave it to you.
15.
Yeah, that's enough. Oh, Coriolis has emotions. Oh. Is that enough for you, or do you need help?
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
They look away nervously, like I probably said too much already. It's a bit of an adjustment. But again, this is not about me. And they kind of spin you around comedically fast to where there's smear frames, and you're not even that dizzy when they stop you, and your hair's done, and the flowers are back.
God, I wiggle. I think he sort of like blinks in front of whatever mirror there is and kind of like appreciatively touches his hair. Oh, thank you.
Welcome. Did you want to do anything with your hooves or anything? I can trim up that if you want, just with another spin.
Kind of like looks down at his hooves. Do you need me to mark them out first? They aren't exactly like proper sort of horse hooves. A bit harder to shave down, but
We can deal with that off screen if necessary.
we
And
can deal with it off screen.
yes, we can make a list later. Okay, so you want those clothes?
Oh yes, clothes.
Clothes or tattoo? Tattoo, I think we said.
Tattoo, yes, tattoo.
Wonderful. And they snap their fingers again. And suddenly you're on one of those tattoo tables or chairs. And you have, it's actually pretty comfortable. And again, Flo's gone for a second, and then all of a sudden there's somebody next to you with what seems like more punkish styled hair, and they have more piercings and like a black t-shirt, like the stereotype of a tattoo artist. And they're like, "Okay, what do you want?"
Oh,
They kind of chin hands and lean close to you.
Oh God, I wiggle. It. I kind of want to have Sunshine whisper it to them, and then I can do the description.
Okay, they're going like, "Oh, secret, secret. Okay, okay," and they like lean close, and the ear kind of comically gets bigger for a second before it's normal again.
It's so the audience can see it come together. And
oh,
he
yes,
kind of
no,
like
that's a great plot device. Let's do that.
and there's multiple whispering noises.
Yeah, just the pss, pss, pss. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. If you need help with the description, I can help.
I'm going to do a description. If I missed out on anything, you can correct me.
Yeah, I can do flavor for that.
The tattoo is basically this strange sort of magical tattoo that like for every angle it's like viewed at, you can basically see it better. Like it always looks like it's properly placed on, like it was meant to be placed on at that angle and not another angle.
I look at God shit.
I also look at God shit. It's basically this I can words. It's this tattoo that would like show where a bone is at that part of the body. There's the bone all the way from his upper arm down his forearm and into his wrist and fingers, all showing just that skeletal structure. There is a piece of film reel that sort of weaves like tightly and loosely around the bone and in between the little split of the two forearm bones.
Radius and
And
ulna. I smile and wiggle.
um and eventually kind of curls around onto the back of his hand, um and turns into the vine for a large red flower that sits on it. Um this flower is this flower is the biggest flower on this arm. There are some smaller flowers sort of dotted around the joints, along with some vines also traveling up and down the bone structure. But there, there's while most of his fingers are blank and free from these flowers, um, there's his middle finger, that has a swirling green vine and multiple little red flowers darting out from it.
I wiggle. Do you
I
want me?
wiggle back.
Do you want me to add any flavor?
You can add flavor if you want. Yes.
Wonderful. As Phlo basically twirls the tattoo needle and starts working on this, you notice that as they do certain shit, it's almost like they'll do a little splash of color and the flower blooms on its own
Mhm.
and shit like that. Like they kind of twirl the pen on spiral it, and it's almost like 3D. The vine and the tape kind of go around the skeletal bone, and it kind of settles into the normal shape, and they go, so, you want to know a fun little thing about this tattoo? As you see it kind
Oh,
of
of
settle.
course.
Well, it's toony, so
Oh,
it'll do shit.
sort of shit.
Well, first off, what does your magic tattoo do?
My magic tattoo. Yes. Basically, it gives a plus 12, like, not a plus 12. It gives a 12 plus dex armor class. So my armor class would be a 15 now. So slightly more protected.
Mm-hmm. Well, considering that this has symbols of both green tape, they kind of roll their eyes at themselves. Man, wouldn't that be a fusion? Oh gosh, they would hate that, wouldn't they? Oh, okay. Green light and tape. And they kind of just laugh at themselves. Common is difficult. It's one of my gags. I don't even know what this accent is for. Oh, I technically don't need it, but Toon God, right? Shit.
It's a nice character voice.
Thank you. I think so. Oh gosh, Costa. Anyway. Anyway, Jolovic. Well, it has symbols of your god, so it works for protection.
Oh, nice.
I
It kind of looks at it appreciatively.
Yeah, Flo kind of smiles at you, and it looks a little softer, and it's almost creepier than his normal smile. And they go, "You're probably going to need it."
Oh, wonderful.
I look at the fact that your other self thinks you're narratively dead. Let's hope that doesn't end up literal, huh?
He his face kind of like scrunches up.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, he is a fucking idiot. Oh boy.
Man, I cannot wait for him to be chewed out by his mother. Oh yeah, no, sorry about that. I don't know how that's gonna go for you. I mean, we'll figure that out later. I mean, I think there's an FPS coming up for that. They look at their watch. You have no idea what the fucking FPS is.
He doesn't question it.
The watch disappears, and they point back at the tattoo and kind of tap on it, and they're like, "You wanted the basically the fuck you middle finger, which I definitely approve of." And they kind of do the pacha nice symbol.
Listen. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going to be an idiot, he should at least be reminded of how I feel about it.
Oh no, definitely. Speaking of which, I mean, you're the one who got this tattoo, so
I am the one who got the tattoo.
It'll kind of take on your personality even if he comes back.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. I don't know what other effects it'll have. I mean, I look at the fact that applied fucking phlebotinum gave you a tattoo. I don't know what'll happen. Who knows? Maybe narrative flavor will happen. You never know. I
His
think
eyes,
I think for somebody who
his
likes to
eyes
tell
kind of sparkle.
stories, you'll enjoy it.
I hope it commits crimes.
Oh, you never know. They look at the screen. That's up to somebody else.
I have an idea. I have a single idea with this, and I will tell you in a bit. I will tell you
Fantastic.
after. I will tell you after the FPS. I
Wonderful.
have to write this down before I forget it.
Yeah, I'll give you a second.
I can write and listen.
I don't
Alright,
trust
press
you.
buttons. Ah,
I'm gonna
I
wait
don't
for you
know.
to write
Fuck.
it.
Okay.
Also
Alright.
gonna
I don't know how to spell
quickly run to the restroom while you do that.
that. Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Alright. Hi, Comet. I'm going to eat this cracker. I'm gonna move my mic up a little bit. Yeah. These two are causing problems on purpose. As is their wont. I'm gonna drink more water, and not my disgusting drink. I could drink my disgusting drink. There's only like a shot left.
Back. How are you?
Hi, I ate some more cracker and drank some water.
Perfect. Fantastic. You're fed and watered. Anyway, so tattoo is done. They kind of spin the needle and put it back where it is, magically cleaned because sanitation important. I look at the fact I don't have tattoos and I don't drink, but for whatever reason I know a lot about these things. I look at my siblings and I look at my friends. Anyway,
I pat you.
I think it's really funny. Also, so they just kind of lean their chin on one of their hands and go, "So, what you think?"
And he looks at it. It's just, you did a very good job with this.
Well, I sure hope so. I have proficiency in bullshit.
And he gives a nice kind smile. Thank you. Doing a lot for me today. I'm very grateful.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have they kind of look surprised because you meant that genuinely, and then they like look over at Ray and they kind of pout and like puff at their cheeks and then exhale and they go, "You're welcome." They look down and like, "What else would you like to do?" They would like to move on.
What a tsundere.
Apparently, if you
What a
give a
babe.
chaotic god emotions, they turn into a tsundere.
You can't hide from me, bitch.
Except they're trying very hard to be nice about it, which they also hate.
I mean, actually, that thought doesn't make sense. Regardless, just man. Oh, right, outfits.
Yes, do you have a color palette in mind and they kind of like wave their hand and a few manifest? Or do you have like certain styles, they wave a hand and a few manifest? Like, what do you want here?
Usually I go for more of a mint green, dark purple and black sort of look.
Yes, I look at your tattoo.
Thanks.
Little splashes of red maybe here and there.
Maybe a bit of golden color too.
Oh, yes, no, you look fantastic in gold. I look at your wonderful little snake things. Also, I know that
thank
like
you.
green tape. Shit, why do I keep doing that? Man, I hope that doesn't like foreshadow anything. Anyway, they move on.
You keep doing what?
Sorry, what?
What do they keep doing that's foreshadowing?
They keep saying green tape. So I'm making a joke.
I'm.
It
I
means
mean-
nothing. It means nothing.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're like, man, green light and tape. I mean, I forgot what I was going to say. I guess the person narrating fucked up. Anyway.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I look at oh yes, green light has the has that, and then tape, who's your main deity, I think. They have the drippies, don't they? The melties.
Oh yes.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
we can have some jewelry like that and shit. I mean, I don't know if you have pierced ears or if you want any, but they kind
I
of.
mean, I do have
mention.
pierced ears.
Mhm.
He does have, in fact, one earring. Like, I don't think I've ever corrected you in the design because sometimes I just forget about it.
Dang it. I look at your magic and shake you. How could you do this to
I'm
me?
sorry. He has a singular red feathered earring. I mean, I
Oh,
used
right.
to have.
I forgot about that.
I
Shit.
bet you.
Well, the
I mean-
more recent picture I drew it's not on that side, so we're fine.
Mhm. I mean, I did have more.
Mhm.
All of my piercings have sort of healed and closed up, which is very, very annoying.
Yes,
Did
but
with this, though.
I can reopen them. Don't worry, it won't hurt.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Man, they didn't really hurt that much the first time. Kind
Yes,
of like
but I know you like shiny little bubbles. But I know that
I do like tiny little bubbles.
Yes, you do. I look at your little kitty friend. They love bringing you them.
Oh yes. God.
They're a sweetie.
Oh, they are, sweetie. I can't believe I had a cat and I didn't know.
Oh, don't worry. They don't hold it against you. They're a cat. They fucking love you. Don't worry about it.
God, I have a fucking cat. This is amazing.
Yeah,
He's
Benjamin's
getting
a little
excited
sweetie
about
pie.
having a cat again.
I mean,
God.
I also they kind of mischievous look away. Don't worry, they have your back with certain things. At least Sunshine's back, and seek your best interests in mind. And they kind of giggle.
Oh, good. This
And
this
don't worry,
motherfucker.
your mother
he kind
loves
of
them.
gestures. He kind of gestures to himself. This motherfucker needs some help.
Oh
I'm
yes,
very,
definitely. We have to
very
do
glad.
some sort of forced healing arc at this point.
Damn, like, yeah. God, he probably needs it. Where
What
the
do you
fuck
mean,
is
probably?
the downtime here?
I gestured at you. You had to get a fucking tattoo to prove a point.
Well, maybe he's going on a tragedy route. I don't know.
Hopefully not. That would be really bummer.
I have enough hubris for it.
You have enough hubris for anything.
I have enough hubris for everything.
Yes, you do. And they booped your nose again.
Ah, how dare!
I get to do this. I'm your Tietka.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it. I'll talk to your mother later.
Alright. He's confused, but I wiggle.
And they just, they wiggle back. And they're like, I don't know why I did that. Don't worry about it. Anyway. And- hey, I get to be a chaotic, slightly meta, well, very meta god. I'm going to take advantage of it. This is my dream. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Elmo fire emoji. Anyway.
Yeah!
I still have to explain to you what saying Elmo's fire is. Anyway. They look away. They kind of stand up and snap their fingers, and you're standing up now too. And they go, okay. And they snap their fingers again, and you're in the middle of a mall, and they're like in like a pink crop top and like fashionable clothing and like sunglasses, and their hair is up in like a messy bun, and they got like a drink in their hand and shopping bags.
Is it boba tea? Is it boba tea? Is
It's
it
definitely
boba tea?
boba.
Yeah!
And they're like, alright, the bitch, let's do this. We're going
God.
fucking shopping. The expenses on me. Let's ruin the economy.
We shouldn't ruin the entire economy.
Yes, I could literally fucking manifest gold. Like, let's jack prices up. Nobody's gonna know. Let's go. And they start walking. They got healed.
He's laughing. He's laughing while saying this, but he's just like, why? Why would you do that?
Oh no, why would I do that? Oh no. It's not like you're my accomplice or anything. Oh.
Oh no, how terrible.
How
I guess
terrible.
I'd
The
have to just
economy.
blind myself in order to get plausible deniability.
Don't
I
don't
didn't
don't
see
do that
anything
though,
was
because that would
happening.
be really inconvenient. I already gave my gag glasses to the giant.
I mean, there's something fucked up with my eyes already.
Yeah, I don't know if I can plot wise do anything with that shit. I think there needs to be development before I can. Anyway.
No, I think they're just fucked up.
Eh, you never know.
He
I
does a
don't know.
shrug.
They wave their hand away. But that's getting off track. Would you like new sunglasses? Or I could just fix those ones. I know they're
Um,
like cracked on the one side, aren't they?
I should probably get a backup pair, but for some reason I feel really attached to this pair. Otherwise
Wonderful.
I would have replaced them by now.
Do you want me to like mending them, or do you want to keep the like angsty crack where that it looks like you're supposed to be in some sort of punk rock band?
I I I could keep the angsty crack.
Wonderful, wonderful. Of course you do. That's fine. All right. And they just keep walking.
I hand you a goth.
Uh-huh. I hand you cotton candy, whatever. I don't know what this mess is. Anyway, somebody decides to take sugar and make it evil. Um, you find yourself in a certain store. It's literally got a menu runway and everything, and they're just like, okay, what do you want to try on? It can literally fucking
God.
be anything, even if it's not in the inventory. Hmm?
Sunshine looks around the store and kind of skips inwards, like a kid who's walked into a candy shop.
Phlo literally skips behind you.
What outfit do I want to give them?
Also just
This
give
is
yourself.
a question. No, I mean, when I say them, I mean Seeker.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I did not think about this beforehand.
If you want, I can kind of skirt around it, so that we can decide later.
No. We should actually decide stuff in FPS land.
Yes, and if necessary, we can always retcon. Anyway.
Yeah, or we could just get multiple fucking outfits, and these are just like the few that are picked out in the session.
Yep. I mean, I look at you. That is totally plausible. Yep.
I think one of the first outfits he does head for is like just trying on corsets, like to see which one like sort of fits best.
Yeah. You legitimately see, as you're up on like a pedestal, like Phlo doing measurements and the tailor gag of just like, all right, do you want over the shoulder, under the just the half corset, full corset, the tie back, front back, what are we talking about here? Do we want like, etc. etc. I don't know, but first, that is a swear. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Probably a full corset.
Full corsets. Does that mean the kind that goes over the shoulders under you can have both? Like nobody can have enough corsets. They kind of snap and they have one.
Probably one that goes under the shoulders.
Fantastic. Front back tie or a full tie? Do you want snaps? Do you want ribbing, boning, or do you want like just normal cloth? Or you usually has some sort of reinforcement. What are we talking here? Me, who had a cosplayer as a roommate, and I know way too much about this now.
Me, who doesn't know enough about this to be making these decisions.
If you need help, let me know. I'm realizing how much random shit I know about this.
It's fine.
I put my hand in my head. When did this happen?
I am trying to recall my information. Boning is sort of like the structure it's given to sort of like hold you in place, right?
Yeah, that's like the ribbing. Usually it was originally made with like whalebone, which is why it's boning. Not so much anymore, because that's illegal.
I mean, I could probably do with some bones in there.
I mean, I can do that if you want bones of your enemies. I jest. I don't think I'm allowed to do that unless I think it needs to stay under a certain rating.
Sunshine does like a shrug. I mean, bones of my enemies, most of my enemies are dead, and I don't even know if they had bones.
What? Okay, I'll look into that later. Maybe I'll ask Dregs. Anyway, did they end up at the bottom of the ocean? Because then she knows shit.
I
Anyway, don't
can't
worry.
remember that.
That's fair. Your brain is fucking empty. I say that affectionately.
Yeah, he does. He says that, but he's like slightly melting off to the side.
I'm so sorry, little. My little coals. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll be getting them back soon. Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pull shit, and I really don't want to have to do that in my current situation. Anyway.
Either way, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
Don't worry, the plot will provide. They got lots of plot bunnies. We'll figure it out. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Now that Connie has a different job, I wonder if they can still do paperwork about this shit. Lottie has been a little overwhelmed. Hoy! Lots of things have been happening lately, especially after that multiversal split.
The multiverse of what now?
Oh, don't worry about that. And then move on. Let's just say there's lots of plot threads now.
Oh, wonderful!
Yes, it's quite interesting, actually. You should ask your gods about that. Maybe they know. I mean, they're kind of meta.
They're not... Unfortunately, they're not the real sort to answer prayers. They're pretty busy.
They're busy, and also they're a little more aloof. I like to put my fingers in lots of pies.
I can tell!
Yes, you're my favorite pie.
Oh, wonderful!
At least currently, I have, like, the attention span of a toddler. I mean, I'm only technically a few hundred years old. I mean, there was other Phlos before me. Don't worry about that. That's backstory shit. Anyway, they put their hands on their hips and they kind of like assess the corset.
Yeah.
We could also do side laces. They just move on immediately.
I think a back lace might be for the best.
Probably. Are you going to be able to reach that okay? I mean, you could also use the excuse of having Coriolis help you, and they smile.
I think there's a mischievous smile. I should be fine, but there's no reason I can't make an excuse about it.
Oh, definitely, fantastic. Oh man, I can't wait to watch that one. Anyway.
He grins.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you get a few awesome corsets in different colors, unless you want to specifically describe one. There's probably some with some cool embroidery shit. Yeah, embroidery.
Nice. I do like a pump fist in the air. Yeah. I am imagining one dress it's more of like a ball gown sort of dress like that he gets. I had like a thought of it earlier that has like these little like small accents of like mint green and stuff just scattered around the surface. But it's one of those like layered ball dresses where like if you lift up the bottom some, you can see like a bunch of different colors underneath that kind of like peekaboo out.
Yes. Fan fucking tastic. What the fuck?
Fan fucking tastic.
But man, I no longer know how to speak English. I guess we're just stuck in this voice now.
Oh no.
I have become Phlo.
It's one of those, and it's like a bigger poofy ball gown dress. Definitely probably made for more of the winter time.
Nice. Love it.
Doesn't really have like a neckline still, which Seeker is probably going to hate in the future.
Do you want to get some scarves, darling, just so that they don't completely freak out? I know that they don't necessarily like things around their neck, but like we can see if there's something that you won't react to. I mean, we shouldn't completely take advantage of their trauma and all that good stuff.
Fine.
I mean, let's be honest. It just means you can color coordinate better. I mean, we can get a light scarf.
Color coordinate better.
I mean, you can still be, arms in the wind.
He looks thoughtful about this.
Also, I would suggest some halter tops. They would look fabulous on you.
What the fuck is a halter top? Hold on.
Do you not know what oh gosh, why do I know so much about this shit?
Listen,
I just wear my brother's hand-me-down t-shirts.
I don't know a lot about, like, fashion stuff. Like, that's not something...
I shouldn't!
Is it the one that it kind of, like, goes around the neck and does a cross in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh!
But basically it's sleeveless, and here, let me see if I can find a good word.
I have Google pulled up.
Yeah, those are halter tops. HALTER top.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
halter
he would love
tops.
one of those.
Also, you should type in halter top crop tops.
Halter top.
Hmm They also have them in sweater format.
Ooh. Oh, those are cute.
Exactly. I look at their
Yeah.
poncho. This is like a cool updated version.
Yeah. He'd definitely wear some of these.
I hand you this.
Yeah, he definitely gets those in like maybe like a nice sort of pair of shorts.
High waisted.
High waisted.
Obviously, yes, definitely dashing. Maybe some more embroidery. You never know. They seem
I
like they would like
wiggle.
embroidery. Anyway.
Yeah.
I also look at what we. I'm gonna DM you a thing. Uh,
Ooh. I sneak a bite of cracker.
do it.
Ooh. Ooh. Yes.
Because
Yes.
they can just be like, actually.
Yeah. Wherever Phlo wants to put that.
Yeah, did Sunshine want to bring it up as they're like doing shit, and they kind of noticed the same spot that it was on Coriolis? Coriolis? What the Coriolis?
Coriolis!
What the fuck?
Coriolis!
My southern came out in a really weird way. Coriolis! What the fuck? I'm gonna say Sakura and Ramen instead. We have this Japanese restaurant where I'm from, and it's Sakura. Everybody else says Sakura, and I'm like, ugh, every time. It hurts me.
I pet you so much.
Yeah. They say ramen instead of ramen.
I think as its display, like as he like twirls in one of the outfits, which like literally half of these outfits don't have proper shirts. This kid has something against shirts.
I look at Phlo and their very short crop top.
Yeah. And he just kind of like he's turning around on one of the passes and like kind of looks behind him and like down. It's Coriolis has a tattoo of one of the songs that I sung apparently. Right there on the back. It kind of like reaches around and like pokes at the spot.
Phlo kind of appears on the back and pokes it. What's
I
here? I think I remember that one from a certain storyline I was watching.
He does like a weird sort of like tense as soon as they like kind of poke it.
Oh, sorry, darling. They stand back up.
It's alright. Did not expect that.
Sorry, I'm a little bit of a touchy goat. Invading personal space is kind of my shit.
Well, I'm fine everywhere else, but that just felt weird. Ugh. Gross.
They kind of ponder that. Can they roll insight?
Yeah, they can roll insight.
I look at my insight. This is fantastic. I look at Lore's insight. Finally, good insight. I put my hand in my head. My boy is low whiz game.
I pat your boy.
And then I look at Sasha. I just roll bad unless I want it to roll bad, and then it rolls well, and I. Okay. What is your insight, my boy, my girl, my them, my all?
41.
Yep. It's a god.
That were they sort of pressed might be like a like it's like when taking his measurements, like you could like do his more collarbone-ish area just fine. And this is like at the same point on the backside as well. Like if you got any higher, it probably would have triggered some sort of panic attack. But like doing this on the backside, like strangely, it's back in the gallery. God. Anyway.
I was like, oh, what they say. Sees that.
Anyway. I have spoons. Anyway. Like it kind of gives him that like shiver of like trauma.
Uh, Drama spot. Are you gonna be okay
I'm
with
fine.
that?
I'm
Okay,
fine.
okay, we'll move on. I remember the lyrics. Do you want it in the same writing?
Sure.
Do you want basically a copy of the tattoo?
Uh, yeah, why not?
Okay. They snap,
A
and you
matching
suddenly
tattoo.
feel something on your shoulder.
Huh, that was a lot less painful than I was
Well, the
anticipating.
other one was magic. This one isn't.
Oh, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah, the other
And
one
like,
kind of has to literally protect you and shit. This one is just the aesthetics.
huh. And like he looks at it, like through the mirror. Looks very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Man, I can't wait to see that has giant's half face.
oh, it's gonna be lovely.
Oh, it's definitely going to be lovely. I can't wait for you to just be like, oh dear, and like they see it. Oh gosh, that's going to be priceless. They're going to not like me. Or maybe not. Oh man, I just can't wait for the consequences of my actions.
That's going to be a fun plot line.
Oh yes, it is. You're going to have to write me. Oh yeah, by the way, your parcel cat can write me if you ever need.
Oh, nice.
I know, right? I know parcel god. They are cute little kibby. They love scrunches.
Mm. Oh, and Benjamin's such a sweetheart. Oh, I love him so much.
Benjamin is a little sweetheart, though they do take after you a little bit, which I think is why you're their person. Do you know about that? You can roll
Uh,
religion.
I'm going to go roll religion. Dun, 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 dun,
I can
dun.
give you advantage too, because Phlo will help you remember.
18?
Wonderful. Suddenly you remember. Oh yeah, parcel god. Oh right, they take in strays. Any strays, not just
Mm,
cats. Oh, they
mm.
do it so they can find their person and be happy. Oh, Oh, I'm their person. Oh, they haven't told Seeker.
He's kind of silent for a moment. Kind of silent a moment more.
They haven't told Seeker because he might freak out.
He knows this, and he just lets out like a weary sigh.
They're a good kitty.
Yeah, good cat. I really hope Seeker gets over himself.
That would be good, for Benjamin's sake as well, considering that they're never going to leave him. I mean, you know how they work now. Once you find your
Mm,
person, there's only one for them.
yeah. Mm.
At least in their one lifetime. Who knows? I don't know everything about Kibby's domain. You never know. I
Uh,
don't really care about the other god's domain so much. You know, I should probably look into that considering. They kind of move on.
Sunshine squints.
Yes.
Is it just me, or is your entire sort of domain pantheon literally falling apart at the seams?
Oh no, it's falling apart at the fucking seams, and the only one left standing so far is Lottie.
Hmm.
There's other plot
You should.
shenanigans, so yeah, I shrug. I think it'll resolve eventually after I have a couple crises. We'll find out.
This may be bit. It's not a bit out of place for me to say this, but
Not
um,
really.
but maybe you should at least talk to Tape and Greenlight. I think your things of like just
We
general
overlap a
domain,
little bit. That's
they do
true.
overlap a little bit. Maybe they could relieve some of the pressure.
We'll have to have a discussion about that. Getting them
Maybe a
in the
backup plan,
same
perhaps.
backup plan would be good considering what fucking Lorem did. Well, not Lorem, Lore. Wait, do you remember any of that shit?
Uh,
You can roll
a
history or
little bit.
something.
I'm going to say I think he's already rolled history on this.
He can roll again because this is slightly a different part of that.
22.
Oh yeah, no, fuck. Yeah. Oh shit. One of Seeker's friends is a incarnation of a. Oh shit.
Mm. It's a wonder he hasn't died at this point.
Oh yeah, no, I don't really know how he thinks he's narratively dead when literally one of his friends is a fucking god. But I don't know. He's meant like, let's see, he's like counting on his fingers. At least like 4 or 5 at this point, maybe more.
It's getting ridiculous, and he still thinks he isn't.
Yeah, also he's surrounded by protagonists. He's not just like even he would even at least be a minor side character. Like there's no escaping the fact that he cannot be narratively dead. He has impacted so much shit. Like I look at the I could rant about this for hours.
Why am I such a fool?
Alright, look at the fact that something happened in the ocean. I don't really remember. I have my own shit. Hola sticht. That's a swear, don't worry about it. They move on.
Sunshine like looks confused for a moment before just shaking his head.
Anyway, you have your clothes. We have your tattoos. You have your haircut. You have your bag. You have your gags. You have your bags and your gags. They kind of wiggle. What else would you like? And they kind of look soft, and then mischievous.
Kind of thinks. Do you have a spa somewhere around here?
Spa, you said?
A spa, yes.
Yeah, I was reassuring Spec. I look at their other modifiers. They're an interesting god. They have really low modifiers for other things. I look at their armor class, it's only a 16. They are not hard to hit. They're just really charismatic.
A pat.
They're only charisma. You could probably. This is why Lore was able to punch them. Normally, you can't just punch a god. Anyway, they're broken in more ways than one. They're like, oh no, there's definitely a spa. Like, what kind of spa would you like to go to? Do you want to get like mani pedis? Do you want to like just like cucumber shit? What do you want? Man, fuck! I know about spas too. Why do I know this shit?
I bet you.
I'm an illustration major. Why do I know cosmetology? Wait. Oh, I knew cosmetologist. Ah, shit. This makes more sense now.
I was just going to think we could relax for a while.
Oh, that would be fantastic. We can dish. Is there anything that you would like to talk about? Maybe I can give you some, They, like, pull out a list that has numbers on it, and, like, some of them, like, do you want to roll insight?
Give me a second to go back over to the dice zone. Nat 20!
Nat 20. Oh, God. They're not even trying to hide it. You see things that say, like, HP, initiative, speed, strength, dexterity, constitution. You're like, are these their fucking stats?
Oh, are we getting full meta?
Oh, potentially. Let's see. I mean, I just came up with this one last night. If you think about it that way, don't worry about it. And they kind of look, and they're just like, yeah, no, I should be good for this. And they like roll it back up like a blind, and they're like, it just disappears into what you assume is a hammer space. Yeah, no, I shrug. What would you like to do?
I mean, we can just relax for a bit.
No, fantastic. What would you like to do anything while we relax, or do you want silence? Maybe you've had a little bit enough of silence.
We've had a lot of silence.
Yes, I laugh. Oh, you also should talk to that Sasha chick.
I will talk to Sasha.
Yeah.
She seems nice.
Yeah.
Rainbow Child Plot 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, definitely. I think you would find their current story a little interesting, but I mean, also just the fact that they appreciate liars.
I think he gets another like nice cat face. Does she now?
Well, I think about what the silence domain is. What is more silent than lying and keeping secrets? And they get a nice cat face.
They're both just knife cat facing each other.
Yes. If anybody is going to respect your privacy but still care about you, it would be her, and I think something like that would be good for Seeker.
Probably.
Also, the
Jeez.
fact that she's kind of fucking an idiot and doesn't know how to make friends.
Go, lovely.
Yeah, no,
Well,
like, I love her. Well, do I love her? That's complicated emotion. I'll readdress that later. What the fuck? And they kind of like look down and are just like, what?
well, when I get back, I think I'm going to go adopt an introvert.
I don't even know if they're an introvert so much as just like don't know how to do shit because of trauma and neurodivergency. Anyway,
He kind of like waggles his hand.
Yeah, I don't know that completely. We'll figure it out as we go. Anyway, back to you, darling. Um, do you like pina coladas and walking in the rain?
Yes, yes.
Fucking tastic, and they snap, and you're in classic spa position.
Nice.
You got a Bellini.
What the fuck's a Bellini?
You don't know what a Bellini? Why do I know so much about fucking alcohol?
KT, I hold your shoulders. I can't drink alcohol.
I look at you. I don't drink because of religious reasons. There's no reason I should know what a fucking Bellini is. I have never had a drop of alcohol in my life. Well, unless it was an accident and I spit it out immediately because I was 7 and it was a complication. Anyway.
I'll
tell you that story later. Anyway.
But I hold you soft.
A Bellini is like basically juice and champagne. It's like do you know what prosecco is? It's like a kind of champagne type deal, and it has like peach puree. Basically, think of like juice and alcohol, but fancy.
Okay, I can do that.
I feel like Seeker would like it.
Probably. Seeker does like sweet things.
Yeah. I know lots of.
It's the fae in him.
Yes. I look away. They'd probably also like daiquiris. Anyway.
Anyway, I pat you.
Daiquiris are.
No, I don't.
Okay, I just facepalm. I will give you maybe an alcohol lesson later for Seeker.
I probably won't need it because after Sunshine has been solved, the answer is no.
Fantastic.
Because he won't drink anymore in the future.
Wonderful.
But
I look away. Anyway, spa day.
Spa day. I was gonna ask if this would be like a good place to end it, where they just kind of like chat.
Yeah. Do you want any kind of epilogue or anything, or are we good?
Epilogue. I think.
I do have one character at the end, but we don't have to do shit with that.
No, I want to know. I do eyes emoji.
No. Like, at the literal INN.
I do a confused look. Oh, Sasha?
They don't have to do that. I'm just like, that's the only other character I have control over in the situation. Anyway.
Yeah, wait a minute. I think, hey Sasha, what you doing?
I feel like because of the situation, where they are is safe now. And so I feel like they're just like sitting in the picnic area by the tree, kind of drawing. And all of a sudden, Seeker, you kind of, not Seeker, shit, Sunshine, with another snap, you just kind of manifest in all of your new glory. I'm guessing you maybe got some earrings, shit, and whatnot, and jewelry, as well,
earrings, shit, jewelry. I'm imagining, like, I don't know where the fucking picture is, but I saw a video of basically, this isn't even the right animal for Seeker, but it was basically like this glammed out cow, and that's all I'm imagining, like really fluffy fur,
glammed out
that's like really fluffy fur that's been like lightly sparkled, very well done.
Wonderful body glitter. Anyway.
Yes, wonderful body glitter.
Wonderful. You realize they can do that at any time with prestidigitation, right?
I know, but this is like
I know.
this
I
is
just hand you this to kill Coriolis later. Anyway.
yes, yes. Body
And
glitter.
they appear in all
Of
their
course,
glory where they
naturally
were.
disposable whenever it falls off.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
definitely. And Sasha just kind of looks over. Does Sunshine do anything?
Sunshine like waves and strikes a pose.
Their eyes are just sparkling. They have like a neutral expression, but like you've noticed that if they're sparkling, they're just like completely enthralled with something.
Mhm.
Mm.
I
You
think
remember when they poked at your hooves because they thought it was cute.
yeah. Uh God. I think he kind of like skips over um to go say hi.
They just kind of look up at you, like,
And also to
hi.
show off this funky new outfit that definitely has something that can spin like artfully.
And they're like, do you always just manifest underneath trees?
No? No, but that would be interesting.
Is this one of those things that I shouldn't talk about to the others?
Mm, uh
Is
it's
this one
kind
of
of
the
silent.
secrets, or is it not? You seem to have some sort of silence around it.
Well, it's not exactly a secret, but also shh.
They nod as they put their finger up, and you see Pema kind of slide out from underneath their scarf and nod at you.
Uh-huh. Uh
They're in a snake
uh
form.
Sunshine nods back. It's more of if I remember too much about this in the future, I'll probably panic. But for
Okay.
now, I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, okay. I won't tell the others either. I think they would freak out if they realized it was god shit.
Oh yeah, it's god shit.
Yeah, no, Lynn kind of. They look at their shoulder. You can't see anything, and they just kind of shrug and look back at you.
Oh, hello, tranquility. He kind of greets, offhandedly.
Sasha just smiles, and they beam, and they do like the anime like closed eye smile, and it's fucking adorable. Uh, and they just go, I like your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
It suits you.
He kind of does another twirl.
They look at your tattoo and they want to poke it, and it's very obvious that they want to poke it.
He holds out his arm.
They poke it, and their eyes sparkle, and they look at all the colors and whatnot, and then they look at their glove.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey. There's where you poke it. There's a little bloom of flowers that appear.
She pokes it more, all over.
There's more blooms of flower. They don't stay very long before they sort of like reverse the process and bud again and kind of sink back into wherever the fuck is behind this sort of like
You
skeletal
have
portion.
never seen her so enamored. Like, normally her face is neutral. She literally gasps and her mouth is open, and she's like, she ends up smiling and she pokes him more. She's like, this is so cool.
I know.
She looks back up at you,
Yeah,
and her
right?
eyes are just full on sparkles. She's like, this is so cool. She's like,
Yeah, right?
it makes me think of, oh. And she kind of takes off her glove. And you see, like, the things that look like nebulas. And you can roll medicine for this if you want, because I think
Oh
I
boy.
mean, Sunshine saw it, but I don't think they realized what it was.
5.
Yeah, you don't know what this is, but it's really pretty.
I
They're
can
like,
probably draw constellations on those.
oh, that could be cool. They look at it. I don't. Sammy told me how I got it, but I don't really remember, so. Meh.
And I think he takes like a finger and sort of presses a line like into like between the like any sort of I'm imagining there's like spots where stars would be.
Mm hmm. It literally
And
looks
like
like a nebula.
yeah, and he takes his finger and like draws connections between those dots to make like a sort of pattern. Casting prestidigitation to leave like a little mark on it.
Her eyes are sparkling. She looks back up at you, and she's like, do you know stories about constellations?
Astrology wasn't really my expertise, but I do know some.
Well,
And he sort
sometimes
of
there's like mythology about stars and what they are for the constellations, right?
oh definitely. And he sort of sits down and he's going to use prestidigitation to sort of draw a symbol. All right, now this This is one called the bees. And
Mhm.
he's um
So
and
yeah.
while they do look a bit scattered, this one right here is known as the queen bee. Um, and
Sasha kind of moves to
uh,
the ground and sits cross-legged, and Pema turns into a cat, and she's just like petting her cat and watching enamored as
I
Sunshine
think
tells them stories.
I think would it be fun if like Benjamin sort of popped up on Seeker's like other side from
Hmm.
Pema
Yeah,
and
all of a sudden you
Sunshine
feel
sort of started petting.
yeah, you feel something on your head, and it's Benjamin, and then they slide down into your lap, and they look at you, and kind of do the
Uh
cat greeting before they make themselves comfortable in your lap.
they get scritches.
Pamela kind of glares at them, and Benjamin opens up an eye, and you swear they catknife smile before they close their eye again, and Pema just looks away, like grumpy.
um
There's
but
there's
yeah,
something between these parcel cats.
there is something between these parcel cats. That's for another time. But yeah,
Uh huh.
um
Do we leave off with storytelling,
Sunshine.
or
Yep.
oh no, what were
Uh
you gonna do to wrap up?
they do leave off with storytelling. But there is an offer after storytelling is done for Sunshine to bring Sasha out on a shopping trip sometime.
She looks a little nervous, but then she thinks about it, and she's like, "As long as things are safe, I would love that. Thank you."
Oh, things will be perfectly fine. I'll be there.
She kind of beams and like visits with her hands in sign language. And do you know sign?
Uh, Seeker and Sunshine do know a bit of sign. I think Sunshine would be able to like identify it, but not physically do it.
Yeah. So you hear, not hear, you see things that you recognize as like happy and like excited, and things like that. Where she's, you've noticed with this tune that they don't always show their shading, like Sammy.
Mhm.
They're very good at
Mhm.
controlling it. But you have noticed that instead of that, they usually sign what they're feeling
Mhm.
in a form of a fidget. Um, and they kind of look down and look back up at you, and they're sparkly again, and they're like, "I would really enjoy that. Thank you."
Of course. Anytime.
And they kind of look back at their sketchbook and look back at you, and they say, "Can I draw your outfit?"
Oh, of course. Do you need me to hold a pose?
They kind of rock back and forth on their toes, and they're like, "I would love to see that.
I
You're really
think
good at performance. At least that's what the others say."
I am very good. And he goes to go strike a pose. Um, I'm going to give myself advantage because even though he's not physically wearing the
Mm-hmm.
shoes, I want him to do good at this.
Given him
And
advantage, I'll say that for this FPS you have advantage because Phlo hung out with you.
yes, 24.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. She stops drawing to just admire for a while, and then remember she's
Hmm.
supposed to be doing that shit and continues.
Yes, and
Yes. Hmm.
God, I think that's where we actually leave off.
Yes,
It's
fantastic.
great.
Seeker
I
gets to
love
have
this.
oh shit. Sunshine gets to have a fantastic evening in new outfits, posing, being drawn, having attention, and telling stories, and has a cat.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very good day.
It's a very, very good day.
Yes. Well,
Very productive.
well, for anyone who's listening now and in the future, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, Sunshine made some bad decisions. Or were they good decisions?
Sometimes
We'll find out later.
you'll find out later.
Mm.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.